I'm ready when you're ready.
It's doing its thing. Well, hello, everybody. This is your host, Mike the Legend, the always imitated and never duplicated, coming to you live. I've got my co host, Dr. Bishop Frank Newkirk, the official chaplain of Sooner Legends podcast. Big Mike couldn't join us today because Cameron, his son, is having a football camp. We should have Coach Ricks and Jason Watkins joining us from Hall of Fame Media. So, hello, Ben G. Hello, Ryman Lemon. We are off your lawn before we get squirted with the water hose. R. Moosehead, Comanche Sooner, Ben G., all of you guys,
Big salute.
welcome in. Big
Yeah.
salute to y'all. Bishop, our girls didn't make it, but you know what? When you look at we wasn't supposed to have went this far in the WCWS. You know, like Coach Ricks elaborated on during our 30-minute segment with him. We didn't have quite the senior leadership of the past. We're a young team, so Patty Gasso is having to get her troops lined up. But you know what, Bish? After after coach read the numbers and anything, we're not far off from our championship runs.
Absolutely. And in fact, the future is bright because understand what experience that they gathered this year, man. Woo, we're not that
And
far off, you guys.
how many seniors we got coming back for next season? How many will be seniors?
Uh,
About 4 or 5 of them, maybe.
well, I know 9 of them were freshmen.
Okay, so we
And
really want.
yeah, we were freshmen, freshmen and sophomore, freshmen, redshirt freshmen and sophomores majority. But I'm pretty sure Hannah Core, is she coming back? Yes,
I
she's
think,
coming back.
yeah.
So
So
and then 12 is coming back. She
mhm.
should be a senior.
and
So
really where we was lagging at this season was we did the pitching and our sluggers that we
yeah,
were known for wasn't there. But you know what, Bish? All in all, I'm really proud of this team. Really proud of Patty Gasso. Really proud of how this team pulled together and made it this far into the tournament.
yeah. Now we do have pitching, but we're so young at that. And then
Yeah.
the young pitcher got hurt, and then trying to
Oh,
rush her
that's
back
right.
was just not conducive because then she started pressing, and then she had to work on mentals. But hey,
Right.
what we saw when she did come in and help and close out games, the future is bright. That's why I said we're right in the right spot, and we got a lot of young youth. Uh, Put it like this: for you to go to the Final Four and then lose with what we had coming in and being picked for being sixth in the SEC, I love it. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
it.
I mean, think about it, Bish. I mean, you know, we wasn't even expected to win the SEC tournament this year, and we won
Nah,
it outright.
yeah,
I mean, just won it outright, and then tied for the championship. You know, with A&M. But you know what, Bish? We say this with the football, the basketball, all of that. What this has done has made these girls tougher, more cohesive. They what you and you preach this like you preach to a choir. This was their fire test, standing 10 toes down. Uh, coming together as a group, and next year I look for them to be even better.
And let me piggyback off of that. Hey, and they didn't have to go through a season like the football team did. They actually
No,
went to the Final Four. They went to the Final Four and lost to, a team that was ready to take that step. And that's
yeah,
okay. That's what fire tests. But what it showed the country, we weren't sixth in SEC. We're building something, and we just reload is the key word. We keep
I
reloading.
and that's what everybody's forgetting about, Bishop, is Patty. Patty has she's got recruits that will be coming out next year that
Yes.
are loaded with talent. And you get them girls with the talent that we have now, brother. It's going to be them girls going to be pretty doggone salty. Hello,
Yeah.
David Whitehead. Big
Hey,
salute.
David Whitehead. Hey, and also, family, just think for Rocha and the coaching staff and Patty, this was their fire test. This is the first time after several years of being able to complete the process and be the champion that they went through it, and now they know exactly what they need to do to get back to being on top and hoisting that trophy. It puts a fire back
Ex-
in them.
exactly, Bishop. Exactly. Hello, T Boomer. Always good to see you, my brother. Big salute.
Big
And
salute.
you know, from like Coach Ricks pointed out earlier today, yeah, our pitching and hitting wasn't there, and
Right.
you know, but when he read the numbers off to us
Right.
earlier today, and I can't wait for him to come back on to read the nut. I was
Right.
astonished by just how close we were to them four championships that we won.
Right. And I also want to point out that uh, understanding with the type of ambassadors we had this year that were new to the program, I'm over the moon on the way they represented our university and how they were true ambassadors. They, in fact, they went, if you notice, the younger ones is the one that kept us moving forward. And then you mix in with our senior leadership, it made for a special tourney. And definitely to understand, Cindy Barker in that final game against Texas Tech went for 3 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah,
that's a Frost ambassador that went 3 for 3. Could you imagine the type of how she's like, wait a minute, I'm I'm right where I need to be. Not only that, it puts a hunger in me that I know I can do it. Now, watch what she does.
exactly, exactly. And let's not mince words here, Bishop.
Good.
Patty Patty always seems to. Us fans, we're used to what we won 4 of them right in a row.
Yeah.
And you know how Oklahoma fans are. We get spoiled. But like I said, there's no reason to hit the panic button. The
No.
dynasty isn't dead. I mean, we can compare this to the almighty Alabama.
Yeah.
You're going to fall at some point. But trust me when I say this, Patty Gasso isn't the SEC coach of the year for nothing.
Right. And
And
I
she
will say, I will
go ahead.
allude to. I'm sorry. I would allude to everybody in the family and the base is that you don't think that unfinished business for 2026 is in their crawl. These young people have tasted what others only dreamed of, and
Right.
now knowing how important the battle series and different things in the early part. they now go to a new level of making sure when the new fresh ambassadors come in that they hit the ground running and get them built up to speed to make sure. No, you're not just because you're a freshman, you're new to the program. Don't mean you don't add value. You are just as important as we are. So we need you to be able to find your place within it, even if it's just cheering or being able to run the base if someone needs a pinch runner. Value each component of our team because the best is yet to come.
Yeah, and T Boomer just said Ella Parker is our new Jocelyn Allo. Ella Parker.
Back. And she has an MLB swing. And
yeah, she does.
What we just found out is that for those elite pitchers, she will be a added welcome for anybody that's coming in that's a bopper. That she can teach them like, hey, you got to solidify your swing and don't change nothing, but trust JT to sort of fine tune you ready and understand how to be able to read the pitches, how to be better suited for success.
And also, Jada Coleman's hard to replace out there in that outfield. Boy, it's like she threw her glove up in the air and she would rob home runs that should have been home runs.
Yeah.
But that was just her. And I trust in the process, I trust Patty Gasso that you will see other Jada Comans in the years to come. And I trust that 2026 that OU will be back swinging them bats and throwing the heat, and it'll be Lookout House.
Yeah. And I to share with you, our family here, is understand the best scenario happened for us. So these young ladies have now caught a glimpse of what's important and why they do certain things. So now they'll even be that much more into pushing Patty and the coaching staff to give them more, to not just status quo, but they're ready to go to the next level because they tasted it and they realize how good it is to be in that opportunity. Because only 4 teams had that opportunity. Everybody else was watching the game from home. So
exactly.
we got to give them their flowers for just getting there.
Right.
Understand we had some growing pains, and that's okay. I like to have growing pains in the 4 than be sitting at home watching everybody else go through the college sports series.
Right. And T Boomer just commented, I think we need a new catcher to be honest, a little embarrassing. Yeah, our catching was a little sus this year.
Now that the season's over, can we just be honest? They spoiled us. Can we be honest? For 4 years, you got the best of the best of the best. And I'm okay to say that. Even I was like, can we get Hicks in there? But actuality, you know what? There's not going to ever be another Kinsey Henson because she was a bona fide leader. A bona fide leader, whether she led by speaking out or just led with how she played the game. She set a standard that now what we're doing with each catcher, they have to keep raising their standard. And that's okay to go through growing pains to get to that standard. But as long as you understand, you can't stay status quo because the standard has been built.
Yeah, I trust Patty Gasso that once this portal opens up for softball, that she's going to address her needs. Trust me. I mean, we got the best coach in all college softball. I think she will I think she will get the pieces that she wants. It wouldn't surprise me if she's already looking.
Yeah. Well, and Doc Holliday, let's be honest. I think with her going through her fire test this year and not hoisting the trophy, but yet seeing what she was able to do with this young staff of 14 new members, she's excited and she can't wait to get back at it because she now knows exactly what she needs. Like we did for our football team, we now know what we need and we addressed it. Now you're just excited, waiting for the opportunity to show it. And that's what she's looking at right now when she add the key pieces that she's about to do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And and like you said, Bishop, Kenzie Hansen, Jada Coleman, Jocelyn Allo, Grace Lyons, Alyssa Brito, all them girls, Snow, that's what we call generational talent. That kind of talent, but Patty and her staff knows how to, in the off season and through training and through practice, knows how to get these young girls to playing at a high level like her superstars were that she had.
Definitely.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And don't forget, we got Malloy. We got key components that, as they set back and they were utilizing the position they were able to get in, they got valuable experience, and now that hunger is in them to do whatever they can to help this team to get right back to that same point and go complete the mission.
I'm going to try to think alongside our brother Jason Watkins and say that Patty Gasso is sitting here thinking, all right, you got me this year. Next year, you better look out.
Hey, family, just think the type of pitching that we went against has opened their eyes to, like, okay, the SEC is the best pitchers, bar none, except for Kennedy, that's in the Big 12. There is a lot of pitchers that when we go through the SEC deal that we go against, that's going to be better us, and we got to now understand it's just like football. We went through that first season and we realized the trenches are important. Like in the softball, we now know pitching and the catcher and everything else is important because defense wins championships.
That's right. No matter if it's football, basketball, TPGRR1 said, remember everyone, we lost last night to a pitcher we weren't willing to come up with the right amount of money. The pitcher carried a Texas Tech team that was straight trash to the final champ series.
Well, what I would say to that is that truly Kennedy wanted to go against the Sooners and beat them. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. And I agree. If it would have been a chance, because I don't think we wouldn't have mind matching that amount or going above. But if she wasn't really gravitating and she wanted to go against it, I don't see how we would have just been throwing money at her and she'd been here for the wrong reason. I want her to choose us as we choose her.
Yeah, and like Coach said, who's to say that now that she's got this far, who's to say at the end of the season, no matter what comes about, that she ain't going to be asking the powers that be for a raise? And if she don't get that raise, she could be hitting the portal again. Yeah. So, and I'm going to kind of comment on TP GRR1 about the NIL collective, and will
Mhm.
will they will they come up with the necessary dollars if Patty Gasso finds what she needs in the portal? And I'm going to say what the powers that be. I guarantee you, Patty Gasso could go if she found 3 or 4 players that she's got eyeballed in the portal that she wants. They will bend bended knee for Patty Gasso.
Yeah, and you got to understand. Now that we know we did some trimming of the fat in the department, so we can have more for NIL. Then yeah, there's no doubt. Not only that, to know that you made it to the final four, but you didn't have enough to push it on to complete the process. I think they'll be incentivized to make sure whatever she needs, she would have.
I think you misunderstood us, TPG one. We're not saying that you don't have to pay top dollar for the players. We know that. But
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm
we know
saying
that
is,
ain't no ifs.
but what me and Bishop are saying is, as an elite coach, that Patty Gasso is that softball team. When she goes to our NIL collect and say, "Look, Joe Blow, I'm looking at 4 players in the portal right now that I'm wanting that's going to fulfill my needs." The NIL collective will give Patty Gasso what she wants.
Absolutely.
Money, dollar wise. That's what we're saying, brother.
Yeah. But
That
and I appreciate his feedback. What I'm
yes,
basically
very
saying is
much.
that yeah, what I'm basically saying is that yeah, we would have welcomed Kennedy to our pitching staff, no problem. But for whatever reason, she chose to stop the communication with us and just kept it with Stanford and Texas Tech as the final 2. So when you come down to it, we were in the running until she cut it down to 2. But for whatever reason, and it might be we weren't there. We don't know what it is. But now knowing going that this is a real deal for softball, yeah, we're ready for it. If a elite person comes across our path, yeah, we know that hey, it's important to get them if they like what you present, then you seize the day. But thank you for bringing that up. You're definitely correct.
Yeah,
We gotta play the game. Is
we
what you're
got
basically saying.
yeah, and TPGRR1. We love your feedback, brother. I mean that uh uh your insights and your thoughts are very welcome into this show. Your opinions and but I was just trying to put you into mine and Bishop minds that our NIL collective will pretty much give Patty Gasso what she wants. Trust me on that one. And as far as Kennedy, you're right, Bishop. I mean, we don't know what was going on in that situation. We don't
Yeah.
know if family got involved. We don't know this. We don't
Right.
know that.
Yeah.
So, but I'm kind of when Coach said that earlier today,
Mhm.
it brought up the mind of the Nick uh, Alphalava situation at Tennessee.
Oh, Nico.
Nico, if
Yeah.
we could, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not. I'm just shooting from the hip. But uh, we could very well see a Nico situation in the softball world with Kennedy if she wants to go to the collective and get a raise for what she done for Texas Tech this year. And if they don't meet it, who knows what's going on? Okay, TP. Canada met with our team and walked away. That cannot happen. The money is the reason. Trust and belief that OU did not offer what Tech offered. What do you think about that, Bishop?
The offer was almost seven figures, but no, it wasn't the figures that Tech and Stanford was bringing across. But we were in the final three until she got down to the final two. That much I know from my trusted sources.
Yeah, but I agree. I agree, TP.
I hear you.
That can't happen. We hear you, brother. That and the same goes for football. I mean, we we can't let we can't let them walk away. These star athletes that we're going after. But I feel, Bishop, since I'm new to the NIL and the and all of that, that I
Mm,
feel everybody says we didn't offer them enough money. Blah blah blah. I always say this: you you can have the best player making millions and millions of dollars on that team. But
mhm.
that million and millions of dollars does not justify if that player meets the culture of the team. Am I right?
You're definitely hitting right there on the head. Uh, you got to understand there's a lot that goes into it, but the bottom line is that it will just come to agree that it was a missed opportunity, and there might be a little bit of validity, but ultimately her family and her were the final choice. And since we were in the
Right.
top three, but then we didn't make the top two, there's adequate concerns that we got to be ready for our next opportunity. And even if that's NIL, then we need to be prepared. That much I do take from TP.
Yeah. Yeah. So so TP just said Kennedy is generational talent. You don't let it walk out the door is all I'm saying.
Oh,
TP
absolutely.
from I agree with that, brother. But what I'm getting since I don't know, since I'm a novice at the NIL and paying the players and all, is the way I'm taking it is like a saying my daddy and mama always told me: don't put all your eggs in one basket when there's more eggs in the hen house to go fetch. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to drop the whole bank account for one player when other players are out there in the portal that might not be as talented but has talent. So you, the way I'm taking all this, Bish, is you gotta kind of space it out, so to speak.
Mm. I I I I I hear what you're saying, and there's validity for both sides. The fact of the matter is, for whatever reason, she didn't choose us, and going forward, we learned a lot from that that communications and being able to be in that realm, and that we now know that there's such thing as $1 million offers for top people. And so with that
Well, look at
said,
this.
going forward would be better prepared.
Well, look at this handsome, dapper devil that
Yeah.
just
Coach
popped in.
Rick.
Our brother from another mother, Coach Ricks. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, fellas. How's y'all doing?
Good, man.
We're doing good. We've been getting some good feedback from TP, and we was talking about Kennedy that
Mhm.
that OU should have never let her walk. But my feeling of this, Coach, is you don't want to empty the whole bank account for one player when there's other talent in the transfer portal.
Well, Oklahoma is that one program that I can see what Patty was thinking. Oklahoma is that one program that it's not one player. Um, they didn't do it for Jocelyn Allo, and then it wasn't going to do it
Yeah.
for um, Kennedy and everything. But uh, I think that from what I'm hearing and everything after we got off our show earlier, I did some research and everything. she visited Oklahoma more than anybody else. So I believe she really wanted to go to Oklahoma. But I think that once Oklahoma didn't, I guess, give her the love that she wanted or that she expected money wise, I felt like, she felt like, hey, it's only one place but to go. So I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, at the end of the day, Texas Tech wasn't on nobody's radar until, the Women's College World Series.
Right. Exactly.
Um,
But coach, do you still have them stats that you
yeah.
that
What you need?
would you kindly share that with the chat?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, Coach Ricks earlier today, guys. I mean, he did his due diligence last night and did homework, and I mean, burnt the midnight oil coming up with these stats.
Oh,
That's why I'm glad Coach is on.
It was. I mean, it wasn't really stats. It's just that everyone wants to make a comment about things, but in order for us to make comments, we at least got to do our homework. And I just thought about it because I was like, let's make it make sense. If we go back to 2021, the reason why I feel like, and I think you guys jumped on the bandwagon when I said this, is that Oklahoma had 8 seniors 2021 when they first did the first 4-peat. They went 56-4. They had 8 seniors. All right. And then they won the championship. If we fast forward to 2022, they had 7 seniors. And this is still the same time when they had Grace Lyons, Nicole Menendez, Jocelyn Allo. You have Giselle Juarez. So you got, and Jenna Johns. So you got leadership that taught Jada Coleman, that taught, Tiara Jennings and everything, who taught, even when you go down and everything, just to the low person on the list and everything, all these girls and everything got taught by senior leadership. So when you go to 2023, the 61-1 season, when they only lost to Baylor, they had 8 seniors. So I hear people talking about, well, why did we let someone go to Tennessee? Why do we let Erickson go to Florida? We didn't let them go, but when we decided to bring back Kenzie Hansen, we're not going to say, no, Kenzie, you can't come back. But we let her come back, and she brought another championship. So Erickson was going to go regardless because Mackenzie came back. And then who was the other girl? The one that went to Tennessee. Nugent. So Nugent was played the same position. So if Mackenzie didn't come back, you got Nugent and you got Erickson. One of them was going to leave.
Yeah.
So they both decided to leave. Now think about this. Guess who else left? Donahue.
Yeah.
The one that saved us and brought us a championship against Florida State. So Oklahoma lost a lot of senior leadership from 21, 22, 23. 24, the magical year last year, they had 10 seniors. 10 seniors. So the stats and then, okay, so I guess you want to know about the winning stats. All right.
Yeah.
In 21, they went 56-4, won the championship. 22, they went 59-3, won the championship. 23, they went 61-1, won the championship. Then last year, they went 59-7, won the championship. This year's team, the freshman team that only had 2, actually, let's just say 3 seniors. One of them can come back next year if they decide to. They went 52-9 in the so-quote unquote mighty SEC. So they're not far off from when the magical teams happen. I just feel like they didn't have no senior leadership. Also, Oklahoma averaged 8 runs in 21, 9 runs in 22, 8 runs in 23, 10 runs in 24, and then this year they averaged 6 runs. So they're not far off. It's just that there was no senior leadership to teach them how to win when the WCWS come through the season. So that's all it is. That's
Coach,
all.
how many for 2026? How many returners do we have that are starters?
For next year, how many seniors?
Yeah.
Ain't gonna have none.
How many singles?
When we only,
Oh, that
if that one comes back, we'll have one. Everybody else are going to be juniors and sophomores and freshmen.
And like me and Bishop was talking about, Coach, with just this season, what they did, making it to the Final Four, and you got, let's per se, you got the nucleus of this team returning next year. Coach, this team will be back in full swing again in 2026.
Well, like I told you earlier, Mike, we're in the SEC now. We used to get the pick of the litter in the Big 12. You think we won't get the pick of the litter in the SEC?
Oh, we still will.
There's going to be some people. Okay, let's just put it out there. There's already been rumors that the pitcher that left LSU early is looking to join Oklahoma. I'll get her name down here in a few minutes. She left earlier. She left before. She left soon when they lost. Soon when they lost out, she jumped into the portal. There's already been rumors that she wants to go there. There's always been rumors that there's a player from Clemson that wants to join Oklahoma. She has in quote unquote history with the Brent Venables family. So if she wants to jump in the portal, might want to come to Oklahoma. There's a pitcher and everything, man, from Louisiana Tech that might want to jump. So they're going to have their pick of the litter. The magical question, like I asked you earlier, who doesn't want to come to Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Texas better win it this year. Texas better win it this year. Texas has 9 seniors on their class right now. If they don't win it this year, with 9 starters, seniors, they won't win next year.
And that's a tall task because I don't know how they match up with Kennedy.
They need to win this year. Mike White needs to win this year because Oklahoma is not in your way now. Mike White needs to win. No, Benji, you got 9 seniors. I didn't say. I mean, if I said starting, I apologize. You guys have 9 seniors. Those same girls that Oklahoma gave flowers to when they came to Norman on senior day. Now, Benji, if you can go check and fact check me if I'm wrong. Call me on it, but I believe they said that Texas had 9 seniors on their staff.
Hey, Coach.
Roster. Yes, sir.
Hey, Coach. Our good, faithful companion, Ryman Lemon, wants to know what is the over and under that you will turn your camera off so you can eat.
The over and under? Hey, watch this. Look at this. The over and under. Hey, if you put some money on it, boy, I'll make it happen. Let me know what the stats is. but let me check. I want to make sure that I get that right, man. So let me check Texas softball roster. But I don't want to I think Benji, man, might be. I don't want to make it seem like I'm a Texas hater, but I just think that this is the year that Texas has to win. All right.
They're in their best position.
There's nobody stopping them right now. So Oklahoma, they need to win it now because Oklahoma is not in their way.
And you know what? Since both of them haven't lost, it's definitely going to 3. The best 2 out of 3.
2, 3.
Benji said he had that Texas has a total of 5 seniors on the roster.
5, 6. Hold on, I got 6 right now.
Okay.
I got 6 right now. Okay, the 6 are Sophia Simpson. She's a senior. Then Mac Morgan. She's a senior. Katie Cummings is a senior. Then we got Where's the other one? Mia Scott, Jolie Mitchell. It says graduate student. Whenever you have a graduate student, it's a senior.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Vanessa, Vanessa Cord. So 6. They got 6 seniors. Six seniors. What they got? So I stand corrected. 6, not 9.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. 6,
And
not
that's
9.
Texas, right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Well, you know, Coach, before you popped in the show, I'm going to say this, and me and Bishop, we dove into it. Patty Gasso, let's I'm just going to use this as an example. It's probably not going on, but let's say Patty Gasso finds 5 players that suits her needs for what she needs for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think when she goes to the NIL collective people, they are going to jump through hoops to give Patty Gasso what she wants?
Oh yeah. Well, I think that she has to be very careful how she does this, because you don't want to just start making the portal your place of business for Oklahoma, because now you want those freshmen to come in. See, football is different. Football, we are in a win now situation. You want to win now, because job security is on the board. Patty Gasso's job security we ain't even thinking about that. She can lose the next 3 years. We're still not talking about replacing her. She's won 4 straight and got to the semifinals on the 5th one. So we don't need job security for softball. We just need her to continue to do what she's done. She's gotten the number 1 or number 2 recruiting class for the last 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody's touching her.
Hey, Coach, I'm gonna answer a question from TP. He says, I'm a Sooner fan since 77 when I was 10 years old living here on the Jersey Shore. I didn't know the rivalry. I thought Nebraska was a bigger game than Texas. Well, there's 2 ways you can look at that, TP. Texas and Oklahoma has always hated each other since the beginning of time. That was back in the old days of the Big 8 and the Southwest Conference. That was a battle of the Red River, and it was mainly for bragging rights on the Red River. Nebraska was bigger because every time OU Nebraska played back in the 70s and 80s under Barry Switzer, that game had national championship prominations, Big Eight champions. Whoever won that game, you could bet back in the 70s and 80s, whoever won that Nebraska rivalry was going to the national championship and all out Big 8 conference. So yeah, Texas is probably for the battle of the 2 states, probably the biggest rivalry, but OU and Nebraska was bigger because of what was on the line in that game. I hope that answered your question, TP.
But also Nebraska and OU, there's been many times that it has come down to them being 1 and 2 to go to the Orange Bowl when we were affiliated to the Orange Bowl, and whoever won that game was going there to represent the Big 12. So yeah, but Texas has been that rivalry from way back, that without a shadow of a doubt, when you split a stadium half and half and you go at it for 3.5 to 4 hours, it just means more.
Well,
exactly. And Benji, I can agree with you, because he felt UT and OU was bigger, but it might have been, as far as per se bragging rights and getting that golden hat, But when OU and Nebraska played, that was for all the marbles. That was for all the poker chips. They was going all in playing Texas Hold'em. And there was a time, I think Billy Sims was it was in his sophomore year that Nebraska beat us, but we had to face them again in the Orange Bowl. It wasn't for a national championship, but because of their records, they got the rematch and OU won it. So it's kind of a double-headed coin on that rivalry. Yeah, OU and Texas is probably the biggest rivalry in college football as far as history and state rivalry. But I will always say that OU and Nebraska was bigger for what was on the line for that game.
Yeah. Hey, I'm you know me, I'm still doing my homework like I always do.
You still nerding, Coach?
Well, I have a program that can let me know how many pitchers are in the transfer portal right now. All right.
Go ahead, Coach.
And I'm counting them right
Enlighten us.
All right. As of right now today, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. As of right now, there are 35 pitchers in the transfer portal as of right now.
Wow.
And check this out. Three are at Oklahoma State. We might can get another Kelly Maxwell there. We might. one's at Iowa. We might get that. One's at Purdue. You know, I'm just throwing out names and everything because you can find great pictures everywhere. One's at South Carolina that done real well this year. There's another girl that's at LSU, which I was talking about. But the one that I want everybody to keep their eye on, this is very important because I've seen this girl play and she backs up. Guess who?
Who?
Jordy Ball. And
really? At Nebraska?
She backs up Jordy Ball in Nebraska. And she is a sophomore. And her name is Caitlin Olinsky. She's a lefty. So Patty's going to have her. Pat, and then there's two girls at Tulsa, Alexa Hopkins, and then there's one at Duke, Gabrielle Mike. So Patty's going to have her choice of. Now, think about this: if you're at Tulsa, you're in Nebraska, you're at Iowa, you're in any of those places, and Oklahoma comes calling, I'm halfway there before you even get through the phone call. I'll send for my stuff. I'm heading there right now. I'll send for my stuff because I want to make sure I get on that gravy train before I say no and they go to someone else. So that many pictures.
They would give me the phone call. I'd have been there yesterday.
Yeah, but I mean, but you can go. I'll send you guys this list through chat. But there's a lot of names just for the pictures that's on here. Some from California, some from Oregon State, some from Maryland, LSU. There's a picture that's from Campbell that played last year. Yes, sir.
Ben G wants to know how many of them are good pitchers.
All right, Benji. Hey, man, I love Benji, man. Benji put me on my toes. All right. If we're gonna look at the data, let's go look at the data on this. I can search lowest ERA. Lowest ERA. All right.
And look who we got joining us. Jason, he just got his ears lowered. What's up, my brother?
What's up? Horns down,
Nothing
Boomer
much.
Sooner.
Boy, look at them guns. Boy, look at them guns. Boy,
Boy,
ooh.
look. Bless you, Jay. Hey,
Yes,
Jason,
sir.
I don't know. I don't know if you caught Coach's show earlier today, but I tell you what, brother, we got a lot to be proud of with these ladies. You know, with what they have on the roster and
Bro.
how far they went.
Oh man, as young as they were,
Yeah.
and I mean, have you seen the kids that are coming, the recruiting numbers that are coming in next year? Oh,
God,
whoa.
yes.
Never seen a program get the top 5 players to come to their place.
Yeah.
Never seen that.
That'd be, bro, 100 and 299s.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
Jason, Coach has pointed out 2 times today with the records of our championship runs and the scores and blah blah blah. This team wasn't far off of those 4.
Nah, man. I mean, that's what I was saying right at the end of the show where I put in there. It's like, can you imagine? It's like the littlest things that kind of derailed them. Texas game and that game. I mean, they're down to their last pitch and hit a bomb to tie it up, and then a sac fly to end it. You know, to walk off. But like, really, if you think about it, those things happen like in everyday baseball, softball, diamond
Yep.
sports games all the time. I mean, it's just, you know, pitcher gets touched up here and there, and you lose. And it's at the wrong time. I mean, it's so hard to win a championship, and they won 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. They've been to 9 straight semifinals. I don't care who you are. Don't talk shit about it. You know what I mean? It's like crazy.
Well, Jason, guys, I've always said this about diamond sports, about softball and baseball. You're 1 pitch and 1 hit away from either winning or losing the game.
You know, they talk about football being a game of inches, but I mean, we're talking game of inches too, and baseball too. You can hang that pitch just a little bit. You know what I mean? And especially in softball, they're throwing it so hard, and you get that, you put a bat on the ball at 79 miles an hour, which is the equivalent of like 100 for baseball, and it's gonna go out.
Yeah. But Jason,
I'm
all
trying
in
to do my
all,
homework.
what was your feeling coming off of this season with our girl?
Look, I said earlier in the year, I said this is the year that you should get them with them being freshmen. I mean, I like Sam a lot. I think she's a really good pitcher. I don't think that she's certainly not Nigel Kennedy and or some of the other aces that we've had. She's crafty though. You know, she's a good pitcher, but I think, you know, it just seemed like, but I mean, they certainly, nothing seemed to phase them much. You know what I mean? It's just, I said from the start, you know, if you're going to get them, this should be the time because they're really good. They've got a lot of young freshmen. I mean, what do they have? 9 freshmen that played a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, only 3.
Exactly.
You're coming off of the greatest class in Sooner history when, you know, they won all 4 the whole time they were there. I mean, and they stepped up and, like I said, I could not believe when that girl hit that home run. To tie it up, I was like, "Oh my Lord, Sooner Magic is real."
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jason, don't feel bad, man. I was getting ready to text Bishop last night. Hey, man, it just ain't their year. Hey, I salute. When I said that, my wife said, Will. I was like, what? She said, home run. I said, oh, delete.
Bombed it out too. I mean, well, and she had almost hit one out on her in the inning before that. And that's the thing. If they could have found a way to win that one. They were touching her up. You know, that was their 3rd time through the lineup. They were seeing her pitches. They were starting to hit her. The one girl was, what was her name? That was 3 for 3 against her as a true freshman. Never faced her before. She went 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barker. Yeah.
Barker.
And she was hitting her good, you know. But
Yeah.
it just But I mean, just goes to show you. It's like the Tennessee game. I laughed my ass off at them Tennessee people flipping out about, oh, we had the whole
Yeah.
game and the umpires this that. Yeah, it's a 7 inning game, folks. It's a 7 inning game. They have me
Hey,
laughing.
Jason,
I'm so over Tennessee fans, bro.
me and Coach and Coach and Bishop said earlier that they can quit the narrative of that the softball World Series is giving home cooking to Oklahoma now.
Whatever. They're gonna always do that,
Yeah.
dude. And all I know is what's what's his excuse gonna be if he don't beat Tech?
Yeah. Yeah.
The biggest gagger in history of the the Women's College World Series.
All right, Mike.
As bad as Mike Gundy.
Is Benji still in here? All right, Benji asked that question. Out of all those pictures,
Yeah, Ben G still.
out of all those pictures, how many of them are good? Out of those 35, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Asking about what pictures?
There are, as of right now, there are 35 pitchers and everything that are in the portal right now. Out of the tracker for the women's college softball.
They got a true ace coming in though.
Oh yeah, they got. But like I was trying to tell Benji is that we used to get the
They'll
pick of
be
the litter
fine.
in the,
Yeah,
in the
we'll
Big
be
12.
fine.
But
Bro.
you don't think there's some people from the SEC is going to jump ship and jump in the portal that
Yeah.
Patty won't go and make that phone call. So
Look,
to
there's
answer,
pitchers that are look at Sam came from Louisiana. You know what I mean? And she was gonna be at Tech too.
Yeah.
But bro, they come from everywhere, man. There's girls that can throw, man. There's a girl at Oklahoma State.
that's the one we're talking about.
She's from Artesia.
That's the one I'm talking about. It's Kyra Acock. She's a junior.
No, I was thinking about she would be a junior, but it's oh,
That's the
I'm
only one
gonna
I
have
see
to
in the
think for a
portal.
second. She's from Artesia. No, well, she just went from Baylor, but she had
Okay.
beat Oklahoma 2 years ago as a freshman, and she pitched most of the year that she was good. She's probably going to be their ace next year. It's damn it. Let me think for a second. And I'll remember.
Well,
My friend in Artesia that's the coach there. She's going to be pissed because I forgot her name.
You're fine.
But she's not going in the portal that I know of. She always wanted to go to Oklahoma State, but I don't know why.
Hey,
They were 2 in barbecue at the damn regional.
facts.
look, I don't want to hear a damn thing going forward about Texas A&M.
No shit.
I don't want to hear.
Well, we would have run ruled OU. We would have run ruled OU.
Shit.
Yeah,
Liberty-
just not Liberty, huh? Just not Liberty.
Liberty said, hold his L. No, not just
Yeah.
one. Hold these 2 L
Mm-hmm.
on your
They
own
put
field.
that fire on them.
And the impressive part was it wasn't like
Texas baseball did the same shit.
it wasn't 1-3 or 3-4. It was like 10 runs, 9 runs. I mean, they were scoring. I'm like, well, damn, if they're this good and they're scoring 10 runs on Texas A&M ass, you would have beat the brakes off of them.
That coach from A&M's daughter plays at A&M.
So
That coach from Tech's daughter.
damn.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
That's what they were saying yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I'm gonna make somebody happy.
But
It sucks.
I'm getting ready to eat.
They better be, but I know this. Hey, they got them this year. You better enjoy it, and somebody, but if Texas thinks they're gonna win it, they better go ahead and get it done against Tech, because
Exactly.
come next year, the heat's back.
Yeah,
I think
the Heat's gonna.
You know what though? I think it's a lot. It was a lot to put on their shoulders to keep on But the thing is it didn't seem to phase them. I don't even think it was about that. It's just sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way. It took
Absolutely.
5 years for the ball not to bounce their way, though.
Exactly. It took 5 freaking years for that
Yeah.
not for that ball. You know,
That's what's wild to me is just like the amount of things that happen in diamond sports that can win and lose games at the wrong time. And every time they would lose, they never. Well, they still hadn't lost back-to-back games in that whole 5 years.
Hey,
right?
Right.
Benji. This is from ESPN. This is not from nobody else. ESPN. Jessica Mendoza said this statement. Because I'm reading yours. We made the finals last season too, or playing for it again. We will be okay going forward too. She said Mike White
Ain't the
didn't build,
same, bro.
he didn't build his roster to be good. He built his roster to beat Oklahoma.
Yep.
That's why he built his roster. He built his roster to
Sure.
beat Oklahoma. Texas
If
Tech.
everybody
did
in the
something.
everybody in the damn country better be building their roster to beat Oklahoma.
So,
Go ahead, Coach Rich. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
oh
cut you off.
no. I was just answering Benji's question. They better win this year. If they don't win this year, it's a wrap.
He's a choker, dude. He's a choker.
All I
Ben
know
G
is,
said,
hey, you better finish it this year because this upcoming year,
Benji, this freshman class swept you in the regular season.
That's right.
So you're losing 6.
Don't be feeling all man with hand in pocket feel cocky all day.
Those freshmen are going to get so much better. Yes, you beat them. Yes, you beat them at OKC. Yes, you beat them. But
Good
I'm
for
saying
you. One time in
one
freaking
game.
how long?
I'm talking about they swept you. They beat you 3 straight games.
What is
Last time
he? He's like 1-9 against Oklahoma. Shut up. Go finish it off now, and then you can talk shit after you go finish it off.
It's not over. What are y'all? I don't understand why they feel like it's over. They just
It ain't
lost.
over.
They just lost. I mean, now I know how Nick Saban felt winning all
What is
those
over?
championships.
What is over? Did you again go
They
look
think
at
the
the
dynasty.
players that they got coming in? Go look at the players they got coming in. Patty all of a sudden forgot about how to do it. Are you crazy?
We're keeping all receipts. Benji,
He's
you
just
keep that
saying,
same
bro. He's just
energy.
talking that shit.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You
He
keep
said, "I said it's over." No, you said
It
it's
ain't over. It ain't over. It ain't over. Y'all praying like hell that it is, but you know damn well it ain't.
Do it this year or it's
And
over.
guess what?
I said for
Who's the
Texas. I said for Texas. Texas got to do it this year or it's over. You're not going to have me. Look, how many games have Mia Scott done saved y'all? Hitting
man.
home runs.
Too many to count.
Mia Scott
At
done
some
saved y'all
point-
plenty of time.
at some point you got to win a natty or it becomes a problem.
"Yep, it sure does."
Patty has
And
8 of them. 8 of them.
yeah, 8. Count them.
Mike looking for number 1.
Mike, yeah, but yeah. I mean, he's how many times has he been number 1 coming into OKC and gagged his ass off? Come on, bro, stop.
Yeah, exactly. I think Benji, you're getting it twisted. We're saying that y'all got us this year, and everybody else did.
Good for them.
What we're
Good for them.
saying about it being over is,
Oklahoma still won the SEC.
yeah,
That's what it is,
in
bro.
yeah,
They ain't going
that-
nowhere. They ain't going. They're only going to be better next year. So you better load up. Better enjoy it
you
while you
better
can.
load up. You better arm for bear or bear arms, because OU is going to be OU is going to be forced to be reckoned with next year.
Imagine them.
No
Yeah, imagine them pissed off next year. How good they're going to play. That's going to be great.
Oh, no.
That's when I see. That's
I love
Jason
what-
is saying the same thing.
I love what Patty said.
Yeah.
Patty said, "I'm not used to this feeling. I'm used to hosting up trophies. So we're going to go back and get better. No one's going to feel sorry for us. Everyone wants to see us go. She said, but we're going to go back. We're going to watch footage. And
Oh
we're gonna
yeah,
get
Danny
better.
Canelo over there creaming all over himself. Shit. Straight up.
Texas has been. Ben G said Texas has been competing. That's all you can ask for.
Competing is good. Competing is, but it ain't winning. It ain't the same thing.
What
We ain't
what
the
was
same,
that,
bro.
Ricky?
Okay, Ricky Bobby.
What was that? What was that, Ricky Bobby said? Second place is the first loser.
Especially
don't
when you've
finish-
done it, when it's been so many times. You got to win. You got to win
Yeah.
one now. You don't. There's no more. Like I said, what's his excuse going to be now if he doesn't get it done? No Oklahoma in your way now. It's clear for you. Go get it done now. Let's see.
Let's see what you can do, big boy. Because
Have you guys
you don't
seen the
have to
report?
compete against Oklahoma.
The
Go
report
I
ahead,
think
that's
Coach.
already coming out.
the pressure's real, and he's the thing about Mike White, and I mean I don't even hate on that Texas team. They're good. They're really good, and in like last year he was treating them like shit.
Yeah.
The way that he acted to them when in that first game when they lost that first game of the series, and it was like he kind of lashed out at him, was talking shit about him in the damn press conference. It was like, whoa, bro. But I think that he wants it so bad. He makes them nervous. It's a bad look, man. I think the guy's trash.
Yeah. Ain't it?
I think he recruits
Jason?
well. I think he's a good coach, but I think that he's such a douchebag, and he treats people like shit. And he's mad because he ain't been able to get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you look at the difference of the two, Patty's team is out there, win or lose, they're out there having fun. Not a care for. And if you see Mike White's team, they look like they're tight, and if they make one mistake, they're going to get kicked. I mean, it's just
That's
a
what I was
difference.
saying. Yeah, Patty's the Patty. Yeah, I mean, you've seen Patty like say stuff to like motivate and be like, we expect better than that, and blah blah blah. Like she did it a few times last year. The way that she, when all that had happened with what's her name, the pitcher from Oklahoma State, and after she lost to Okie Light, and you
Yeah.
could tell that was like she had felt so guilty because of the way they treated her, which fuck
Kelly Maxwell.
Kelly, yeah.
Kelly. Yeah.
And it was so messed up the way they treated her, but it was almost like it was after it was over with. I remember Patty saying she needs to freaking like nut up, screw them, quit feeling bad about it, and figure it out because you don't know them shit. And so, I think that once she felt like she finally let herself off the hook because she was lights out after that. She was lights out after that, but that's a difference in like, it's like, yeah, you can tell Texas plays tight, and it's because Mike White gets in the middle of their asses.
Yeah.
They feel. I think they feel like he's gonna just lose his shit on them, and I don't know, man. I think there's a level that you can be like that to an extent, but I think you got to be loose in baseball. Baseball, softball, stuff like that. You got to play loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
You got to play loose.
As a coach,
And
man, whenever you lose, you always take it on you. Hey, I didn't do my job. I didn't get them ready. I didn't do this. You don't sit there and say, well, my kids, they didn't do this and they need to start. You can't downplay
And
them.
it ain't never the kid's fault. It's whether it is or isn't, man, it's always on you, man. And that's like quarterbacks that don't take responsibility for their shit. That's like whenever Jackson Arnold wasn't taking responsibility for the shit that was going on. And I mean, you've seen times that it wasn't on the quarterback before, but the quarterback always takes it on their shoulders. Bro, it's their job to do that. JA's like, yeah, it ain't my fault. What? Motherfucker?
Like those 3 turnovers in the red zone wasn't his fault.
Right, yeah. Kicking it off his fucking knee against Missouri with nobody around him. That wasn't nobody's else. That wasn't his fault either.
Yeah. Well,
I swear, I'm laughing my ass off at the people that really think that Auburn is going to be something, and they keep saying he's going to be the guy. Are you fucking joking? After what you just saw,
Jason,
You know what,
I've been wanting to ask you this for the longest about JA. What makes everybody think that as shitty as he was at OU, why did they think he's going to be this messiah great quarterback at Auburn? I can't figure that one out.
I don't know. Well, my thing is, and I'm not saying that he can't be better. Here's what I told Bishop this last year when, I mean, and look, we've said it a bunch. There's plenty of things that were wrong with that damn offense, the coordinator, the injuries, all that shit. But it wasn't just that. And there's a difference between what we're used to seeing at Oklahoma, that when the pressure gets up, they get better.
Fact.
You know, our Oklahoma quarterbacks get better as things get harder. And that's not what he did. That's not what he did. And so, to me, I don't know, man, because, and here's what I think. I think that he was looking over his shoulder from the day that Michael Hawkins showed up. And I think he's looking over his shoulder right now at Deuce Knight. So I don't know that this is a better thing. And look at the way that Hugh Freeze was with his quarterback. I mean, eating his ass alive on the sidelines last year.
Oh yeah,
And that will not work with JA. He will curl up in a ball.
yeah. And Jason,
he'll be having a Quinn Ewers moment, bro. Holy shit!
going back to the first to last year on one of your shows that I was on, you said that, and I'm paraphrasing, that JA better watch out because Michael Hawkins is right behind him, itching to take his seat. You said numerous
I said it
times.
a year before that. I said it a year before that if he got hurt or underperformed and he lost his seat, he probably wouldn't get it back. Now, for whatever fucking reason, they gave it back to him for some stupid reason. But I'll tell you what, they shouldn't have. And I mean, I think Mike would have been way better for it. You know, I know what happened, and he didn't play great against Texas. I think the game plan was trash. I know the game plan was trash against South Carolina. He should have gotten his shot to go back in, and he never did. And I mean, you know, I don't know, dude. I think Michael's going to be great.
Yeah.
I think that there's a chance that there's going to be come a point in this season that they're going to need him to go in and play. You know, whether it's for a series or for whatever it may be, he's gonna. And from what I hear, they've got some packages that they're expecting to kind of play them both in the lineup. I think Mateer is the guy right now. His leadership, his moxie, his knowledge of this offense, and the way he carries himself. I think he's the guy right now. But I think that if anything were to happen, I don't think that they have to have a fall off just because Mateer got hurt or something like that.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly. I agree, Jason. 100%.
Because I think he can do everything that John Mateer can do. I think that, you know, he's a year behind in development on it, but I still think he can do everything that Mateer can do. And so I've said this before. I believe that before it's all said and done, he's gonna be in New York for the Heisman ceremonies. Whether he wins it or not is neither here nor there. But I think he's going. I think he will. I like him.
Yeah.
Well, listen, fellas, I appreciate y'all coming on with me today. I got to go get some vittles down my neck. And Jason, as always, you're welcome on this show anytime, my brother.
Well, thanks for having me, my man. Y'all make sure to check us out tonight. Me and the coach will be on. So
I,
y'all make sure to
what time y'all?
pop in, and it'd be 7:30 Central.
Okay, my brother. I will be in the chat doing my usual shit talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Coach,
exactly.
I think we
Coach,
are
thanks
gonna
for.
have it. It's the Talk Your Shit Tuesday, so I think that's what it's
Oh,
gonna be.
okay. Well,
Hey, one more
Coach,
thing before
as
you go.
go
Before
ahead,
you go,
Coach.
Mike. Did you guys see the article or the report that came out about the best skilled player in the SEC?
Share that.
Where'd it come from?
The same gentleman that gave us the top 5 defensive line.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Kublik,
Please.
who was he talking about? Odd or what?
He said the number 1 skilled person that come as in the SEC right now is John Mateer.
Ooh.
Go
I don't
watch
think
that.
that he's not the only one. He ain't the only one that loves him.
He said there's a combination of two. There's a combination of two. He said
Pro Football Focus loves Arch Manning.
He
I
said
know
that
that.
Oklahoma going into the portal getting Ott was a steal that no one saw coming. He said, but John Mateer is going to be the best player in the SEC because he's had 3 years with the same offensive coordinator,
Yeah.
and he's never had the weapons that he's going to get at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So go watch that. Go watch that whenever you
I
guys get a
think
chance.
Yeah.
JD Piquel was talking a little bit about that too. He was kind of talking about that it's kind of a different deal coming into the Red River. He was saying that OU is going to come in 5-0, and they could be ranked higher than that. That they could be ranked higher than Texas coming in because there's a couple of bumps. There's a couple of bumps for Texas coming in, but I don't know, man. We've been saying that. You know what I mean? We've been saying
Yeah.
that. And what is that? How does that change the way that it goes down? I mean, look, I've been saying I think that it's very fortunate for Oklahoma that you get Kent State the week before. They're in the swamp the week before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's rough. But and again, I just feel like Oklahoma's probably going to win the game. It doesn't. I think that Texas is going to be very good, though. I still think Texas is going to be good. And one thing that I think that I don't want to downplay Arch Manning too much because of the fact that this is his 3rd year with Sark too. Now this is his first year as a starter, but it is his 3rd year with Sark. He ain't brand new.
Right.
And I want to piggyback off of both of y'all and let you know out of the SEC meetings, Venables let us know that the Giovanni and Gipp is ready for the first of the season. He gave a report on the interest.
Man,
Hey,
he should
Mike.
just shut up about that.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, do you got 3 minutes?
Yeah, I got 3 minutes, brother. Go ahead.
All right, let me share it.
Have you talked to Giovanni and them, Coach Ricks?
He is. I'll tell you guys off, but yes.
Yeah, he's feeling good though. Feeling good though.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you guys here in a few minutes. I'm gonna show you.
I just wanted to. Pass it along that we're thinking about him and we can't wait. We can't wait, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I gave it to you. All you gotta do is just bring it in and hit it.
What's that?
I shared.
He sent you something to show.
Okay, where'd you send it at, Coach?
It should be down in the back.
It's on the screen where you just share it. You see down there, like where you see if I popped up on the screen. You know what I mean? It should be down there.
Yeah, just share that.
Okay, I'm seeing.
It should. Yeah, hit that. Next to my name, it should be an article, and hit play.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm on my phone, Coach. I don't.
Yeah, you might want to be careful about that too, though.
Well, I did it, and like I said, it as long as I pay the entirety and everything, and don't try to change anything or make a comment on it, it won't do anything. But make a long story short,
it could still be a copyright though.
Yeah.
Be careful. He's already in trouble with that, so I wouldn't play that though.
Yeah. Okay.
But get the link. Drop the link in there, and we'll all go check it out.
Yeah. All right. I'll do that. Yeah. It's it's deep, and he breaks down everything that a lot of SEC fans don't want to hear. He's breaking it down, and he was like, the skill set that John Mateer has is going to make everyone around. And he said his best weapon is going to be Deion Burks. The best weapon is going to be Deion Burks.
That's because he hadn't seen Giovanni Gibson yet.
Well, at the end, he says, now the receiver that's out of Arkansas Pine Bluff, that's going to be a chess match for some people because you've never seen a 6'2", 215-pound wide receiver that's physical and that runs like a deer. So he did mention
his route running is so crisp for as tall as he is. You know what I'm saying?
God. He
like
is,
his just fluent motion. His motion is to be able to. You see a lot of dudes like even CD kind of lumbered a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
CD was kind of I mean now he has speed and all that other stuff, but Giovanni's he's just his moves are crisp, man. I love and the physicality part. Yeah, man, I love that shit.
man,
I love that.
Giovanni, and I'm not saying this because he's family or anything to you, Coach. He gives
bro.
me Mark. He has that Mark Bradley vibe to him.
Mark Bradley.
Yeah,
I was almost thinking he's kind of Mark Clayton-ish.
Mark
what I was
Clayton,
gonna
Mark
say.
Bradley. Take your
No.
pick.
If I could say one that he reminds me of, number 4, Malcolm Kelly.
Yes.
Malcolm Kelly.
Oh,
That's a great comp.
oh, that's a great
That's
comp.
a great comp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big physical.
I think we forget. I think we forget about Malcolm Kelly a lot, and we should not forget about Malcolm Kelly.
Yeah.
That dude was a fucking dog, man. God,
He was.
he would have been good in the NFL if it hadn't been for that injury, bro.
Yeah.
It cut him
that's-
Yeah,
short.
Malcolm.
That's who I compare him to is Malcolm Kelly and everything. Tall, physical.
Yeah,
Oh, you boys, they my brothers, they my friends.
But the one thing that we're going to realize is that he's like CeeDee Lamb. He don't drop no balls.
Bro, that's for sure. Hey, man, I'm excited. I can't wait. And I hope Deion Burks is healthy because the dude is a touchdown waiting to happen, too.
Oh, Deion Burks put
He is.
on 10 pounds of muscle.
Bro,
What?
the kid is he's
Yes.
he's
Deion
so
Burks put on
fast.
10
And then,
pounds.
honestly, dude, Sategna was looking really good in the spring, too, bro.
88 more days, you fellas. 88.
Woo, buddy, I can't wait.
Well, I already told my
I got
wife
some
and
stuff to
everything,
I got some stuff to
Me
tell y'all too,
either.
man. I got something coming up.
whenever they play in South Carolina, if you guys make it down, I'm going to take the podcast down to South Carolina.
I'll be in the RV, bro. I'll be there.
Taking the podcast down to South Carolina and everything.
Oh, that's nice.
I used to live there.
Yeah,
so I
we'll,
got-
have to,
I'll
we'll
be
go down there and meet up. We'll have to meet up with Stat Guy and shit down there too, man.
okay.
We gotta go down there.
I'll be
I haven't talked to
rolling
Stat
up
in a while.
I'll be rolling up looking like Cousin Eddie from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Shitter was full.
You are crazy.
Shitter's full.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
But no,
Wow.
Well, listen,
but
guys.
no, Jay's doing good, man. Like I said, prognosis is good. I think he goes back next week to get another re-up to find out how the progress is going. So everything looking good. No setbacks. No nothing.
Dude,
Beautiful. Beautiful. Tell
I'm
him
glad to hear it,
we're
man.
still praying for him. 'Cause
That's the main
need
thing.
him.
No setbacks, no infections, no nothing. Everything is heading in the right direction. We just got to try to get him to slow down. He's trying to get back too soon, and they're trying to tell him, take your time.
Yeah, man. Hey, shit. Texas is week 7, bro. Relax.
No, he don't want
Yeah.
Texas.
Texas is week 7, bro.
He wants to play a Michigan game.
See, I'd love that too. I'd love that. But, and you know what? That'd be great. That'd be great if he does. But man, honestly, I think that whenever you get him, and Jaden too, I'm really glad to hear that Jaden's feeling better too, because whenever you get those guys back, it feels like it's going to be right on time. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Can you imagine
And
having Jaden on one
and
side?
there's a
and JJ
lot
on the
of
other
talent
side?
in that receiver room, bro. There is a ton of talent in that receiver room.
That's a nightmare. Have JJ on one side, Jaden on the other side, Satega in the middle, and Deion Burks in the middle.
Yeah, bro, running the slot. Both of them dudes running the slot. Oh my lord! And then, dude, I still think you're going to get a lot out of carry on this year. I think you're going to get a lot of. Hey, dude, what's his name? Zion Tierney was
Kearney?
looking really good. He was looking
Yeah.
really good. He dropped that ball in the bowl game, but the dude is a baller. And then everything we've been hearing about Manny Choice and Elijah Thomas, man,
Man, Manny Choice is
bro,
going to be a surprise. Manny Choice is going to be a surprise.
that dude's a
Has
monster.
anybody heard? Has anybody heard how Kendall Dobie is?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah, he's ready to rock and roll, man.
Yes,
Boots off,
sir.
everything's
Good.
off.
All good.
He's trying to put more and more weight and everything on the leg and everything. So I think he's gonna be back and be ready.
And
Awesome.
and shout out to bro, our boy Gentry.
Yeah.
He's back and ready to rock and roll. I'm excited about Gentry coming back.
Did you see?
Yeah.
Did you see him working out in Dallas? The video
Yes,
of him
sir,
working out
dude.
in Dallas.
Yes,
He's a-
sir.
Dude, he put on some he stacked
Some
on some.
weight.
He's so long, dude.
Some weight. Yeah.
Yeah, man. He looks like he's ready to, dude, and he's got to be ready to bust through out of his damn skin. He's been waiting so long to get to play again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, shit. Poor dude. I'm so glad he decided to come back, dude. Really.
Yeah.
It's gonna
So
be a magical
excited.
season, man. It's gonna be a season, man, that a lot of us we're finally get to answer that question about the offense matching the defense. That's what I'm
We
excited
could. I think we could, man. I'm still sitting here doing the sign of the cross about the damn injury bug. You know what I mean? But because I'm a little concerned about that. But shit, I just think there's a lot of depth, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the offensive line. I love the running back room. Run the ball, and then you run the ball well, everything kind of should kind of play off of that.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
Coach has been talking about? Coach Roybal been talking. He goes, man, I think Oklahoma's gonna be fucking good.
Yeah.
A lot of
He's
other
like,
coaches say that, Jason. A lot of coaches down here, man, they're saying that I don't know what it is about coaches and what they see, but all of them are like, I can't picture everything that you guys that came in, that they still see you guys in the same light. He said, that's crazy as hell.
I was tripping, man. I was looking through PFF yesterday. I was just kind of looking at different stuff I wanted to do content about, and like part of me was like, man, they sleeping on Oklahoma bad.
Let them sleep.
Like
Let 'em sleep.
nobody's talking to PFF. Yeah, let them sleep. They can sleep all damn day for all I care. But that's what I'm saying. It's weird that now, and I mean, there's a reason that they look. I like Michael Taft. I think he's really good. I think that Malik Muhammad might be pretty good. I don't think he's better than Gentry though. But and then I do love their running back room though. I mean, I think, man, I like their running back room at Texas. I think Texas has to have a lot of good things happen for them for it to kind of continue on. And you know how I feel about it, but I'm not ready to write them off yet, because I think that if if Arch is what they are acting like he is, it's gonna be a bitch they're gonna be hell to freaking deal with. But then again, he ain't never seen pressure like what he's about to get either.
He better learn how to slide.
Hey, that front seven is ready to eat.
Yeah, run your ass out there to the secondary and see which one of the safeties knocks your ass out.
Hey, now vision this: Mike Boganowski Jr. coming full speed, and Manning don't want to slide.
Oh,
no! I don't think he's stupid enough to not do that. And honestly, I'm excited about Apparently, Peyton's feeling better too from his turf toe. I mean, dude, Peyton's a bad dude, bro. I think he's being slept on. And hell,
Kendall Daniels and Dobie together. Woo.
bro, have you seen Kendall Daniels?
Benji,
Dude,
Benji,
she's
Arch
shit.
ain't going to spin move away from Bo Jr. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna spin his ass into a walking boot.
His fucking
Yeah.
head gonna be spinning. His head will be spinning all right.
Hey, if y'all get a chance,
Bo
go
Jr.
watch
Bo
Wes Goodwin.
Bo-
Bo
Powers,
Jr.
Reggie
will knock
Powers.
his mouthpiece.
Dude, Reggie
No.
Powers too.
Yeah,
That
Reggie
dude-
Powers.
Go watch Wes Goodwin's comment about Daniels and Powers.
Yeah, dude.
Powers.
Everybody's been talking about Reggie a lot. Everybody's been
Yes.
talking a lot, and
Yeah,
Boganowski's been talking a lot about Reggie lately.
dude.
He's like, my boy Reggie, he's ready to kill some people, dude. And I'm
They
gonna have
said
to
they
get
have
Big
to-
Reg. I'm gonna have to get Big Reg to come on with us on one of these morning shows.
They
Hey,
said
we
they
got the
got to
number
stop
one
him.
safety room in the nation.
Benji, Arch is
he
going
gonna-
to hurdle Bo Jr. and
He's
have
just
his
talking
mouthpiece
shit,
knocked into the next county by Powers.
No. Let him go airborne.
Hurdles.
Let him go
it-
airborne.
Let him go airborne. Let
He
him go
can't be that
airborne.
stupid.
He
can't be
won't
that
come down on
stupid.
2 feet.
He can't be that stupid.
Hey, Benji. I
Well,
want you
hey,
to get those
Benji just
receipts.
talking that shit, man. Let him do
Yeah.
it. He's just
Yeah.
talking
You better
that
keep
shit.
those receipts.
Yeah, he
Because
is.
when that game come on,
He's
you
just
better
talking
take
that
the
shit.
extra Excedrin because it's gonna be headaches.
He's just talking that
Yeah,
shit.
oh yeah.
Fuck Texas, Benji. Fuck Texas.
Yeah. Well, listen, fellas, I appreciate you coming on with me, Jason. Always,
Yeah, I
you're
gotta get,
welcome to
man.
this show.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate you having me
anytime,
on, man.
Oh yeah.
I just had to get
anytime, brother.
warmed up with my shit talking, man. It's talk your shit
Hey,
Tuesday.
you're the king of the shit talkers, Jason. And
I love it. It's fun, man.
appreciate
That's what we trying to do.
appreciate you guys. Jason, you be careful on the ride home. I'll catch your show tonight. So
All right, guys.
Yeah,
Boomer
be
Sooner.
easy. Boomer Sooner.
Be easy, y'all.
One.
And we'll check you again later.
All right. Peace.
Peace.